So you live in Newtown and you have a dog. You already know it's a great place for it. But finding a good trainer, that can feel like a real puzzle. So let's break it down step by step to help you find that perfect professional for you and your pup.
Okay, just picture this for a second. You're taking a walk through Dickinson Park, or maybe just strolling down Main Street, and your dog is walking calmly right beside you. No pulling, no lunging. Sounds pretty nice, doesn't it? That's the goal. And a good trainer is really the key to getting that more enjoyable, stress-free life with your dog right here in town.
When your dog is well trained, they can really be a true partner in your life here. It means you can actually go and enjoy the trails at the Fairfield Hills campus or just relax at Treadwell Park without being worried the whole time. It's all about making sure your dog can be a safe and happy part of our community.
All right, so where do you even start? Well, the very first step, and this is before you even think about Googling anybody, is to sit down and define your goals. You've got to know what you want to achieve before you can find the right person to help you get there. Think about your daily life. What's the thing that drives you crazy? Is it the constant leash pulling that makes your arm sore? Or maybe it's the jumping every time a guest walks through the door. Maybe you just brought a puppy home and you need to get the basics down. Pinpointing your top 1 or 2 challenges is so important because it helps you find a trainer who really specializes in that exact thing.
Next up, let's talk about the how. The different ways training can happen. But before we get into the details of group classes versus private sessions, let's cover the single most important philosophy that you should be looking for in any trainer you consider.
Modern, effective dog training is really all about positive reinforcement. All this means is using rewards, like treats, praise, or a favorite toy, to encourage the behaviors that you want to see. It's a humane and effective way to train that builds a really strong, trusting bond with your dog, and it leads to changes that actually stick around for the long haul.
The 2 most common options you're going to find are in-home training and group classes. In-home is fantastic for problems that happen, well, in your home. Things like barking at the door or surfing the counters. It's also perfect for working on leash skills in your specific neighborhood. Group classes, on the other hand, are a really great, affordable option for teaching your dog to focus on you, even when there are other dogs and people around as distractions.
Now, you'll also see some other options out there for more specific needs. Day training can be a great fix if you're really short on time, and a board and train program is a much more intensive, immersive experience, usually for dogs that need a lot more focused help. So you know what you want to work on, and you have an idea of the kind of training format you'd like. Now for the crucial part, making sure the trainer you're looking at is actually qualified, professional, and really knows their stuff. You've probably seen a bunch of letters after a trainer's name, and it can be kind of confusing. What does it all mean? Basically, think of these certifications as proof that a trainer has invested in their education and is committed to professional standards. It's a really good sign of their dedication to their craft. Let's just quickly break down a few of the common ones. If you just need help with general manners, a CPD-TK is a great, widely respected certification to look for. But if you're dealing with more complex things like fear or reactivity, looking for credentials like an IASB-CDBC or a CBCCKA tells you you're finding someone with specialized knowledge. It's all about matching the trainer's skills to what your dog actually needs. When you get in touch with a trainer, you should have some questions ready. Ask them about their methods and their credentials. A great trainer will be happy to explain how they'll tailor a plan specifically for your dog and how you'll both track progress. Oh, and here's a big one. For any serious behavior issues, ask if they'll coordinate with your vet. Hearing yes is an excellent sign. All right, let's get into the practical side of all this. What does dog training actually cost in our area, and what are some of the local rules that every Newtown dog owner should be aware of? Here is a realistic look at what you can probably expect to invest in training in and around Newtown for 2025. You can see there's a pretty clear difference in cost. Group classes are a pretty accessible way to get started, while something like a multi-week board and train is a much more significant investment for those more intensive needs. And if those numbers seem a little high, well, there's a reason for that. Here in Connecticut, our higher cost of living means that rates for professional services like dog training are usually somewhere between 15 to 25% above the national average. It's just helpful to have that context when you're planning out your budget. Now, beyond the training, being a great dog owner in Newton also means knowing the local rules. The key things to remember are that your dog has to be on a leash in public spaces, they need to be licensed with the town every year, and they must have an up-to-date rabies vaccination. Just following these simple rules helps keep our community and our parks safe and enjoyable for everyone.
At the end of the day, a well-trained dog just makes everything better. It means your walks around the neighborhood are more pleasant, you have less stress when friends and family come to visit, and it just makes for safer, more enjoyable outings around town. For you, for your neighbors, and of course, for your best friend. Good luck with your search and your training journey.